Hi, good morning, good evening, everyone. So today we are going to talk about Angular can activate child. So if you go to the official website of Angular.io, so you can find the entire description what is Angular can activate child. Basically, this is a guard which is responsible for managing your uh, child's of the parent route. So if you see, this is the parent route, which is home dot dashboard, and we have applied can activate on the parent and can activate on child. So basically, this is going to create issue because we cannot apply directly can activate and child parallelly. So what we have to understand that what we can do safely. So for in the previous video, I talked about that I have installed Angular console, which is automation process for Angular CLI. So I'll go to the top of this page. You can see there are two guards, Angular connected child and this. So basically I just created on ng generate, then Angular guards, and then here from here I just generated the can activate child guard. And this can activate child guard is residing inside a folder called can activate child. So if you see here, basically this is can activate child guard, and I'm just returning true because you can write your piece of code, you can get your access token, you can get your uh, active directory configurations, and any file which is configuration file, you can read the properties, or you can just simply read the token from your local storage, and based upon that you can validate your token. And after validating all the process, after having all those processes completed, you can just simply return true or false, whatever you want to return. And if you see closely, there are two properties which this particular can activate child guard is taking: state and child route. So if you have to access the data of the child route, you can simply use child route, then children dot you know there are lots of properties which you can make use of. um, so basically I just want to show you that how what is the use of this and what we can use. So you see the component data, first child, fragment, outlet, all these parameters you can just parameter. Then you can subscribe this, or you can just simply add data. You will get the data of the activated child, you know and you can get the access. Or you have to understand means what is the current state of the activated URL. So you simply call URL, and you can just simply use root. So it will give you the root, parent child activated. So this is how we are going to use can activate child. So basically I have generated this pre-handed so that video can be short for you, you can easily understand. So now you have to go to the your routing. So let's go to the route. This is our route, and if you see, I have activated, I have applied can activate child, and I have passed this newly created can activate child guard on this particular page, on this particular parent, so that next time when you do the activation for this child, it firstly take place for the authentication. If it is authenticated, then user will be successfully navigated to dashboard. So for example, I have taken dashboard. We are not redirecting anywhere, but we are redirecting on the same page, but we are just trying to understand how the Angular can activate child guard run. So I have successfully added two one child for the home parent. And now I'll go to the app.component.html. So this is the piece of code which is responsible for generating these links. So I just copied from here and I pasted there, and just I added child. And if you talk about Angular routing properties, so router link, so this is link where you want to navigate. So this is home, this is router link activated, where you want this to be activated or not. What do you mean by activated? So if you closely observe, so these two are not highlighted and these two are highlighted, in the sense these are activated route. So if the child is activated, so how can we get rid of that? We can just simply remove that can activate this property, router activated, and it will work. So simply what you have to do, I have just configured the routing. Now let's go back to the URL and browser, and let's press Control Shift I and see the source. I'm just trying to navigate create and then home child. it is activating, there is no issue at all. But there is a small issue in our app routing module.ts. We have to get rid of this Angular can activate guard from the parent. Now it should start working. So now if you see, it will go to the can activate child. It will try to understand. It'll go to create, then go to child. It is working fine. And you have to uh, just you have to see if everything is working fine. So can activate child of dashboard. Remove this as well, and simply save it and see if it is working. And source, you can see now it has started working. Basically it was trying to match full path, which was not fully matched. So that's why it was not working. So you can see now it has came to the can activate child. Basically I'm just returning true. So I'm returning true in the sense it is working. It will load. So now let's go back to our route, that is can activate child and return false. Let's see what is going to happen next. Browser will automatically try to load after every compile. That is live listening feature of the Angular. Now you can see what is happening actually. We are going to home page. It is peacefully activating home page. But when you're going to refresh or create, and once you try to navigate from the child, see what is going to happen. This URL will be changed. It will be redirected you to the home page, because you know first time it has activated. We have to refresh the page and see what is going to happen. So press Ctrl Shift I and see what is happening when you are creating on this. False. It is returning false in the sense it is not uh, activating. So you have to save it so that your code can compile once again, and you can see the feature live. Just see, it is returning false. Go to home, navigate. It is not activating. You see, if I'll return true from here, it is compiling. Actually, 4 chunk is compiled. So if I'll go to create page, I'm already there. Go to home page, then go to this page. It is not activating because there is a protection. I have to set it to true, and now you see it will activate. The routing will be changed in the URL. See, the child has been activated. So this is how the can activate child is working in Angular. You can write a piece of code over here, and we'll talk about uh, can load and few properties. I just want to let you know about the routing, which is very famous. So if you want to use, if you are using resolver in the sense resolving dependency of your particular component before initializing or loading that on your browser, so you can use resolver. So this is a property which takes your resolver. You can pass your resolver here, and there is if you are applying resolver and guards, so there is a feature, there is a property run guards and resolver, and this you can it has many values, always parameter change, parameter query changed, and path change. So these are the feature we will talk in the our next video. We'll come with our next video about can load child. So basically you can apply any guard, as you have seen, can can activate child, can load, can deactivate. So basically before what is can deactivate? Can deactivate is also type of guard which is responsible. Let's say if you are working on this form, okay, this is create form, and you have filled all the stuff, all the data, and by mistakenly if you have clicked on any particular uh, any particular router, you are leaving the page, that time what is the possibility that user may lose their data whatever they have entered in on the form. So preventing that, we can use can activate, can deactivate child guard, and that is very beneficial when you are working on very big enterprise application, and your performance is measured by your client or your business. So that is where we can make use of can deactivate child, and can load can be you know used when you have certain dependencies, like this dashboard is willing looking out for the data from the API. So you can just apply can load, and you can just see that whether data has been loaded or not. If the data is not loaded, you can just pass false. So this activation for this particular component will not happen, and the browser will stop over there. So these are the features which I wanted you to uh, introduce you, that which may help you a lot in future while you're working on Angular. Another routing property which I would like to let you know, that if you'll go to the app component.html, if you see the router outlet, so router outlet is nothing but the place where your all the routings and components will be loaded in the browser. So if I will just remove it from there, copy it, and you see the browser is blank because it is not rendering the data over there. Just save it, everything will work as per uh, as it was working earlier. So nice, you can see everything is working fine. So this was regarding child and the properties of the routing. So in next video we are going to cover about more of the content of Angular. So please subscribe our channel, so you'll get will be notified about our next video. Till then, take care, bye.